doing my persuasive speech on the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. And this is my audience. Like I said, I'm Zach Moss. I have my permit to carry concealed. I've had it for almost 6 years. And as a person who has my permit to carry, I have to keep up with the local state laws in which my permit resides, which is my home state, Iowa. Other states do recognize Iowa's permit, so I can carry in other states. And before I do so, it is also my responsibility to check on their state laws to make sure that I am following them as well. Why is the right to bear arms important? Thomas Jefferson said, the strongest reason for the right to retain, for people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is, as a last resort, to protect themselves against tyranny from the government. Other reasons, that this is important is as far back as firearms go, at least with rifles and shotguns, is people have used them to hunt. So they've played a large role in collecting food for different societies, in many societies. They've been a very valuable tool for survival. This is a survey that was done in 1982. In 1982, they went to the prisons and surveyed felons in 11 state prisons across the U.S. And they found that 34% of the felons there had been scared off, shot and wounded, or captured by the victim. They found that 40% of felons at one point in time had decided not to commit a crime due to the fact that they thought they either knew the victim was carrying or armed or suspected it. They found that 69% of the felons personally knew somebody else who had been shot, wounded, scared off, or captured by a victim. The Second Amendment states that a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And the Second Amendment covers the right to retain and possess and use firearms for self-defense, hunting game, or for sport, as well as bulwark against tyranny. There are positives and negatives to having your permit to carry. Some of the positives is being able to protect yourself as well as your family, possibly others. You're not required to help others when it comes to having a permit to carry, but it also puts a lot of responsibility on you as the person carrying. Some of the negatives is that, so like if you carry open, then some people kind of look at you a little funny because you have a gun on your hip. But you don't have to carry open. I personally choose to carry concealed when I do carry it. And I mean, again, depending on how you look at it, the responsibility that comes with it could be positive, could be negative. There are different classes out there to get your permit to carry. I take mine through the sheriff's office. I know that the Bass Pro Shop offers one. It's more of a gun safety class, or firearm safety course, rather than what the sheriff's office does. The sheriff's office focuses more on the laws as well as firearm safety. So depending on what you're looking for and so on, depends on what you'll take. I know that the Bass Pro Shop also charges a little bit more. There are other places out there as well that do permit to carry classes. If you're also looking for just like a firearm safety thing or a hunter safety course, there are a lot of those out there, not just through the Bass Pro Shop. I know that Offutt Air Force Base used to do a hunter safety course. I'm sure they probably do a firearm safety course as well. I don't know if they still offer them to people outside of the military or not, but they used to at one time. If you have any more questions or concerns about the right to purchase or bear arms, or laws even, it's always a good idea to call the sheriff's department and ask whatever questions. They're always helpful and they always answer whatever questions, very knowledgeable people. Remember, it is our right to bear arms, whether it's for hunting or for protecting yourself. As Americans, we have this right, and I think more people should possibly exercise this right with the right responsibility. And this is my persuasive speech. And again, my audience.